The ODM party once again finds itself at a political crossroads. While many people believe that the declaration of interest by Musalia Mudavadi on the ODM presidential ticket was just a matter of time, analysts say it serves more than ever to highlight Prime Minister Raila Odinga's dilemma.
Na niko na nia na natafuta, nasema natafuta lakini kupitia kwa chama cha ODM.
Most have taken Mudavadi's announcement with a pinch of salt.
I don't think he is or he can be a serious presidential candidate in the prevailing circumstances within ODM and within the political arrangement in the country at present.
Is there any chance of Raila being the running mate to Musalia? And my answer to that question is a definite no.
Mudavadi himself has indicated he will never ditch ODM, leaving him no option but to face Raila Odinga in a nomination contest. How Raila Odinga handles Musalia Mudavadi from now onwards could require as much skill as a man balancing an egg on the tip of a ballpoint pen.
I think they have to swallow the bitter pill. The bitter pill is that Musalia is more of a dilemma to Raila Odinga than an asset today. A dilemma in the sense that he thinks, Raila may think that if I have this person, I have Western Province under the wraps. The truth of the matter is that he doesn't. You have this guy and you are going to lose Western Province just because you have him. And the people of that province were thinking that he should be the presidential candidate. So you don't have him. At the same time, you keep him as your running mate, you lose the rest of the country.
His political history traces a path of fierce loyalty to his party and unwavering support for the chosen candidates of the time. He stuck by former President Moi in the first multi-party election in 1992 and in the 1997 race. He also surprised many by supporting Uhuru Kenyatta in 2002, earning himself the reward of being Uhuru's running mate.
Waingereza wanasema a bird in hand is better than several in the bush.
After being Raila's running mate in 2007,
Honorable Raila Odinga,
Mudavadi is now caught between the desire of his people to see him be something else other than a stepping stone for others and taking on Raila Odinga, whom even the bitterest political opponents agree is a powerful force to contend with.
In my opinion, he is bowing to pressure from his backyard. Because we do not rule things out in politics, but in a fair, free election or nominations, I do not see Musalia beating Raila, at least not in ODM.
He is reacting to pressure from the ground, pressure that is saying, where do you stand in all this? Cyrus Jirongo goes to Vihiga, which is in his backyard, to launch his presidential bid. Other Luyas, they are calling the Luya speaking radio stations every day from morning to evening, saying we would like Mudavadi to tell us what his position is. He's challenged at funerals and at other public forums by people like Bone Khalware to say where he stands. So he comes out to react rather than to proact.
The question now is whether Musalia Mudavadi has waited too long to take a shot at the presidency, whether he has it in him to shed off his image problem and take charge, much like President Kibaki did. The bigger question is what exactly Raila Odinga will do to ensure Mudavadi stays in the ODM fold no matter what happens in the nomination contest.
I don't see him getting out of ODM. And secondly, it's too crowded out there. I wouldn't know where he would go to. It's too crowded for him. So he's better off in ODM than anywhere else.
Given the delicate ethnic balancing that political contests demand in Kenya, some have argued that Raila and Mudavadi would be a suicidal combination as presidential candidate and running mate. This realization may be what has prompted Mudavadi to make his move, perhaps to assuage his community with a decent attempt or to help in bargaining for a position in a Raila government when Raila picks another number 2.
For Raila, the damn thing is to make a bold move and sit down Mudavadi and tell him, I need your support, my brother. Please don't abandon me. Let us stay in the same party and let us work on these things together. But in the best of our interest, let us look for support from other parts of the country. Let us look for a presidential running mate from another part of the country.
Now, all said and done, the ODM party will be more than happy to conduct the nomination contest between Prime Minister Raila Odinga and Deputy Prime Minister Musalia Mudavadi, at least to show the Kenyan public that the ODM party is not a dictatorship and that it has some semblance of democracy. Now, Otieno, KTN, for Spotlight 2012, Nairobi.